like a connection with Chantel when you saw her? Did you know that you wanted to ask her out?
Yeah, she's not like the normal type that I would go for.
Okay, what?
Like Tiffany. Chantel, I could tell, was a little bit guarded. My game plan was just, let's just put a lot of lines in the water.
Yeah.
And if it looks good, then, I'll reel it.
So Rocky thinks he's a bad man. Man thinks he's a real player out here. Now listen, everyone there is single and everyone is there to mingle with wherever the hell they want to mingle with, which is completely fine. And if his game is, let me mingle with a couple of different ladies and then I'll see which one wants to come to me. All right, listen, if that's the way you do things, then fair enough. But here's the thing though, when you're doing something like that, what if all of them want you? How are you going to pick then? And also, let's not forget, you may be playing with people's emotions. That's also another factor too. What happens then? And what if one of them does actually like you, but she's a bit shy? She doesn't know how to approach you the next time she communicates you. What if she needs you to continue leading, so therefore she can come out of her shell to talk? So really and truly, this whole idea that he has of lining them up and then reeling them in or whatever nonsense he's talking about, it's not really a good tactic, to be honest with you. Some people may think it is, some people may even respect it. But here's the thing though, what if the shy one is the one that you lose out on and she was actually the one that was meant for you, the one that was really going to touch your soul? But instead you went for the one that wasn't shy, that was more than able to make advances, like an Elise or whatever, okay? And everything is good, everything is dandy because she's showing you an interest. But then something down the line happens and then you realize that maybe she just wasn't the one. Point of the situation is this. There is no point of talking to different women and then seeing which one's going to react the way you see fit or whatever, right? When in reality, what you should be doing is giving them all the same energy. No matter which one you speak, listen, I'm not saying you should speak to just one woman. If you want to speak to 3, 4, whatever, because they're all single, do what you gotta do. But present them all with the same energy. Don't present them with the energy of now you're waiting for them to come to you because you might miss out. You see what I'm saying? If I come and speak to 3 or 4 different women, understand that I'm going to pursue them all literally the same way until I recognize that, hey, you ain't the one. But at the same time, though, I don't like headaches. I like peace. So I wouldn't put myself in that position. Do you see what I'm saying? But if I did, I would make sure that I give them all the same energy so I know and understand how they're all reacting to it. And therefore, hopefully that helps me figure out which one's best for me. But if they all end up reacting the same and they all are feeling the boy, well, then at that point, I've just got to sit there and recognize that I'm just that guy. I am him. But anyway, with that being said, though, let's see what else this moron had to say. My apologies. There was no need to really call him a moron. But anyway, let's continue.
It in. Me and Jen had some fun off-camera talks, but
like what?
Oh, she would just chat about all the things that she would do to me.
I've been talking.
I don't know if I really believe that personally. But if he's saying that's the case, so then that's the case. But apparently, according to him, the reason why he didn't act on all these things that Jen would do to him was out of respect for Cole. So you're telling me that he's going to respect Cole, somebody who he has met for the very, very first ever time, okay, at the resort, the same as him meeting everybody else here. So point being is, how are you telling me you're trying to respect Cole, but you're not respecting Rob, no? But okay, cool, whatever. So you're respecting Cole, but yet you don't want to respect Tiffany. And I say that because he's more than happy to have a conversation with Tiffany, but still happy to go and mingle with other women. But with Cole, on the other hand, oh, you respect him, that's why you didn't want to go there with Jen? Yeah, I call BS on that, to be honest with you. I don't think that happened. Yeah, I think personally, based on his character, if Jen really was flirting with him and really kind of telling him what she would do to him, he would jump on her within a flash, to be honest with you. Do you see what I'm saying? Based on his character. But then again, his character may be based on seeking women that bring him peace and not mayhem. So if that's the case, fair enough. But nonetheless, though, let's see what's going on here with Tim and Chantel.
You about his reduction for a month now.
Yeah.
I get the backaches, but saying goodbye to the most fabulous boobs that I've ever known, you can save them.
At least we know Tim's a boob man.
Meat.
Save the meat.
That they take
from
out.
the boobs.
We'll saran wrap it, we'll put it in a box and we'll bury it.
Got to be one of the most disgusting things I've ever heard in my life. So the fat that comes out of your boobies, I want to keep it. That is disgusting. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's worse, that or people that stuff dead animals' heads as the decoration. Oh God, never understood that.
Have a little Just don't go too small, man. It would be weird to see you with like normal or small boobs. Like normal or small boobs.
I've gained a little weight and it all goes to my boobs. So I do not.
People still speculate that maybe their boobs are fake. For me personally, I think they are real. The way they sit is just too natural in my opinion. And to be fair, it has been. I remember making a video about it, and research does state that some women, if they gain weight, a lot of weight can go to their chest area, and Chantel just happens to be one of those people. But because of that, she's now looking to get a reduction. I mean, listen, it is what it is. I mean, you can always lose weight. Then again, though, losing the weight will probably not help. Even if she lost weight, the boobs probably wouldn't go. To be honest with you, she probably needs a reduction regardless at this point. But nonetheless, though, we continue.
I don't know how much my boobs weigh.
15 pounds each.
They probably do.
Please say your cup size.
L.
L.
I mean,
Damn. So what
I have to get them specially made.
I mean, listen, I don't know nothing about boob sizes, don't know nothing about bra sizes, you know what I mean? All I know is at the end of the day, if they look nice, they look nice, they feel nice, they feel nice, and that's just that. But an L is crazy work. Never heard of an L size in my life. But hey, let me know, ladies, have any of you ever come across somebody who has L size or whatever? To be fair though, I have come across some women with some very, very big juggles, more watermelons, titties, boobies. Anyway. And to be fair, I've never obviously asked how big they are, but I've never really cared, to be honest. But now you got me thinking. Do I know anyone who's got very, very large breasts right now who I could ask what size they are just to see if I can compare? If any of them even come close to Chantel. That is here or there. But nonetheless, though, let's get crack-a-lacking and let's move on to the next little hidden gem that happened on this week's Behind the Sheets, where we get all the never seen before footage.
Dan, Rocky.
Can you give me the eyes up?
I might give you the eyes, you know, I might walk by.
Y'all know I'm the first guy ever to admit when a guy is handsome. I've said that about Rob. I've find Rocky to be attractive. I think the porn stash is ridiculous. And
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I do agree with you, my guy. I do agree. To be fair, any man that doesn't have a full beard, I just don't agree with it. But hey, I'm biased. If I had a stash, then I'd agree with it. That's never gonna happen. But let's continue.
I really just got the vibe of like, this guy's playing the numbers like the guy, and then whoever he matches with, cool, he'll start talking to. I just don't understand why so many women were attracted to him.
Yeah, I mean, listen, for me personally on a live stream before, I did say that I do believe the reason why women are probably attracted to him is probably just due to his confidence. That's the only thing that I can really pinpoint. There must be something about him. He must carry himself with a certain level of, oomph. Without that, I don't see what else he has. And he also may be a funny dude as well. You never know. Maybe when he approaches women, he makes them laugh. And laughing is definitely a massive key of getting into a woman's pants. That is something that has been said many times to me before, and it is something that many people have done, and it has actually worked. So there we go. For me, on the other hand, I just use cheekiness. Yeah. I mean, I can be funny, but being cheeky suits me better. Yeah. But nonetheless, though, let's get a crack and and see what else we missed, obviously, on Behind the Sheets. Let's get into it.
Because someone has been spreading rumors saying that she had sex with you.
The second I lay down there, I like see Jen run over and Jen like sits down. She's like, it's almost like Jen is coming up to me and Rob to like.
You know what though? I feel like Elise really needs to get out of her head. I don't think Jen was really running over to you and Rob because you and Rob were laying you down personally. I think she just has something to say.
Put herself back in the game with Rob to make Rob think that it's almost fair game again.
Jen would totally you and Rob and half the people there probably.
I mean, Cole's got a very interesting mind. To be fair, Jen probably would, you know what I mean? Because it's clear that she likes both men and women, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't put that past her. But at least really needs to get out of this mentality that, the only reason she came there was because of the fact that her and Rob were sitting there together. I very much doubt that. She came there literally to talk about Cole. It's just that simple. Really and truly. I mean, don't get me wrong. Is Jen the type of person to come over because you are next to a guy that she likes? 100%. Is she the kind of person to do the things that Elise is assuming? 100%. But in this scenario, I just don't believe that was necessarily the case. But hey, either way, let me know your thoughts. Let's continue.
Hi, Colty. We love you. Oh, better soon.
Obviously,
I gotta say those kisses or pics or whatever the hell that was from Usman, they look so weird. To be honest with you, like it's like. Let's get into it.
trying to stake his claim on her. Usman definitely, I don't know, it's kind of like he just wants to be kind of like a little ass.
He just meant to get out just so.
I should get out?
No, back, but not the video, so we don't.
You don't want me to eat? I'm not giving Chloe anything to be stressed about.
The fact that, listen, I mean, honestly, this man doesn't know what rejection is. This man doesn't know when somebody's not into him. This man just doesn't know anything, to be honest with you. The woman literally just told you to get out of the picture, so therefore you don't upset Cole. Literally, the fact that she's prioritizing taking the picture to make Cole happy over you tells you that you are not the main man in her life. You are the least of her concerns. You are at the bottom of the pecking order of even having a chance of her. Your chances with Courtney are done. Absolutely done. Accept it. It is what it is. He may see it as an L because it was against Colt, but is it really that deep? Really? You know what I mean? So, end of the day, take the freaking L. Well, not even that. It's not even an L, to be honest. I mean, it's not. But yeah, you know, because bear in mind, initially he was trying to give her a kiss in the photos, so therefore Colt would be jealous, which of course she was never going to send. So much he asked her to piss off out of the picture.
Tim was saying like, oh, don't give me any stress. I'm like, why is it kissing her on the cheeks going to stress him out? If they are, then I'll go away.
I'm actually sick and tired of this guy. He keeps saying that, you know, if this is the case, then I'll just leave her alone. I'll go away. If I'm somewhere where I'm not wanted, then I'll leave. Well, I mean, she's made it kind of clear you're not wanted, but on the episode, she made it clear that he's unwanted, pretty much in a nutshell. But instead of taking the L and recognizing that he's not wanted, what did he do? He told her he loved her. And then now to even find out that not only did he tell her that he loved her to try and win her over with his love bomb nonsense, he's there now trying to give her kisses just to make another dude jealous. Honestly, some people thrive of having a partner who gets jealous. And then there's some people that don't. Me, I don't do that. That's just nonsense. You know what I mean? That's children behavior. Clearly, making another dude jealous isn't something that Courtney cares about. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. All you got to do is present yourself as a millionaire, somebody with many monies, and Courtney will be happy because she's a gold chaser.
So does that mean that because he's in the hospital that I have to stop doing what I need to do? In the resort is not stopping doing what he's doing because he broke his leg. Why my own situation is different?
It's not different. He just doesn't want you. And the maddest thing about it, he finally got to take her out on a date, and their whole date ended up being him questioning her about Colt. The fact that you let Colt live in your head rent-free is embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Now that is an L. Letting another man live in your head, that's crazy work.
If that is like wrong in American culture, I'm sorry, but no sorry.
I thought with a good luck.
It was so disappointing, honestly. That was so disappointing. Watching that clip that his penis is out and he doesn't care.
Why would he care? Of course he's going to want Courtney to see his business, you know what I mean? In the hopes that maybe it'll make her want him more. But the reaction looked as if she's seen it before.
My husband stuff, you know, like they're already so deep into each other. I think that I can call that cheating because it's like trying to take care of him at the hospital because she feels guilty. You know, I am always trying to differentiate between what I have going on with Courtney.
Nah, you're wasting your time. There's nothing going on with you and Courtney. Point blank, period.
Don't want to be in competition to win any girl's heart.
Says the man that literally told her that I love you to try and win her heart. Okay, buddy.
I don't know. Some women love bombing. I love being love bombed with gifts and dates, but it's like somebody telling me I love you. I'm like, okay.
What did I say? The woman only cares about money, materials. That's it. To be fair, Usman was a good judge of character. He should have just bought her some jewelry or something, you know, something that screams money, baby. And trust me, Colt would have been a distant memory. But end of the day, being in a situation where you don't win Courtney over is a win. If you win Courtney over, it's an L, because that's your bank account going down the drain and your emotions being neglected. It's that simple.
I don't think it's a Tiffany then. I think it's Cole.
And she was like, "You are Tiffany." In front of you and in front of everyone. Literally just said it wasn't.
But can we acknowledge that Carlo is the one who started the rumor?
Carlo and Cole have got to be one of the biggest snakes of the season, though, bro. Those two be moving slightly in the shadows. Those two as bad as each other. The way, and you know, I don't know why Tiffany was still giving Cole any time of day anyway. The guy literally lied on your name. He said that you told him that Rob and Elise were sleeping together when you know full well you didn't do that. And he knew full well that it wasn't you. he knew it was Carlo, and then Carlo tells you that it was him, and then neither one of them step up to make it right and admit that it was Carlo. For you to continue to keep taking the rap. I don't understand why Tiffany didn't out Cole, to be honest with you. She was more than happy to out Jennifer half the time, so why not Cole?
Letting her vent to him, and he was like, that's crazy.
Yeah, Tiffany, yeah, Cole, yeah. I get you, Jen. Like, everybody is hating each other and yelling at each other. And, I'm gonna stay out of it. Like, bro, you created this.
Precisely that. Carlo is the one that created this, and Cole is the one that went off and pretty much, done a whole lot of madness behind it. But I just find it weird how we haven't seen Carlo being confronted now. That's the thing that is blowing my mind. I hope we get to see it, but if we don't, then that's just disappointing, isn't it now?
Like, I really like him, but he always do these things that just are pushing me away from him.
We're already having sex at that point.
She knew what kind of energy he was given by then. She tried it.
I guess she's confirming that Cole has a small...
Maybe. You never know.
I'm sure his penis is average.
But nonetheless, though, you know what they say, it's not the size that matters, it's how you use it that matters. And that's just the bottom line. You know what I mean? Because there's many people out there who have different sizes and don't even have a clue of how to make it work. They've probably never given a woman any kind of real satisfaction, you know what I mean? So yeah, it is what it is, but that's a whole different conversation that I really don't care for. I mean, that's just childish, to be honest. You're talking about sizes and all that kind of stuff, to be honest with you. So if they want to be little girls giggling about another man's size, then okay, now we know why you're both still single. It's just that simple. I'm not about to sit in this sort of another dude's piece. I mean, his size and what he does with it is entirely up to him. The question is he getting some? As long as he's getting some, he's winning. You know what I mean? If he's getting none, then it's a peak. But then at the same time, though, you can get some. But then if you're not satisfying her, on the other hand, then you're a loser, personally. I mean, for me personally, I'll never understand men that, only... I mean, it's different. I mean, if it's a one-night stand or someone that it doesn't really matter, If obviously you're both doing it for your own satisfaction, do you know what I mean? So it is what it is. But when it's somebody that you're dating, somebody that you're going to be in a relationship with and whatnot, I will say this. I have always said that the woman's needs in a bedroom matter more than yours. Why? Because it's a very simple thing. See, with us men, we're very easily satisfied in the bedroom, do you know what I mean? More or less. Whether the woman can actually do things or whether she can't, as long as we're able to go in, do a little thing, get the little, you know what I'm saying, then we're good for most of the time. This is what I'm saying, okay? But on the other hand, though, if we're going in there, we're doing a little thing, quickly, boom, 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 women don't really get much out of it. But here's the thing, though, if you prioritize your sexual life with your partner, okay, and bear in mind your partner's a female, because obviously I can only speak on that aspect, okay? You got to make sure that you're meeting every single need that she needs, because at the end of the day, we are winning as men regardless, you know what I mean? We win if we don't meet their needs, and we win if we do meet their needs. But if we meet their needs, we win even more, because the kind of things women end up doing once, you know what I'm saying, because you made them comfortable, oh boy, you're in for a time of your life. So remember, Mandem, if you really want that best time of your life, match her needs. Always go to match her needs, okay? Even if you're not able to make her, come, you know what I'm saying? Because some women are harder than others. That's not a big deal. As long as you're matching everything else, you're making her feel good, stimulation, the whole shebang, you're good to go. You know what I'm saying? But if she can't come, then, boy, trust me, you're winning. But nonetheless, though, let's move on to the next one.
I thought Rocky was gay, to be honest with you.
Really?
He flirted with me a little bit.
Literally, if you're nice to Colt, it must instantly mean that you like him.
Times. He's always smiling at me, looking into my eyes, holding, like, he would kind of have my hand on the table, and he kind of, like, got close, like...
I didn't know that.
Well, I thought you were flirting with me, too, so I think I'm just naturally everyone's flirting with me if they even approach me. On the way back to the resort.
Delusions, one hell of a drug.
From the restaurant. You sat next to me. And you were just very nice, you kind of got up on me. And
I got up on you?
A little bit, you kind of...
The fact that she doesn't even remember it tells you that she was never doing none of these things.
Yeah.
Did I stroke your leg?
Yeah. That's back when I was walking.
Well, that is the end of the, of everything that happened, of course, on Behind the Sheets, and where obviously they show us the things that we have not seen on the actual show. And, let me know your thoughts down below, folks, and we can talk about it, you know what I'm saying? But hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.